Hey guys, so disclaimer right off the bat, this video is probably going to be a little long. I'm going to be doing a makeup collection slash storage video. I did one of these last summer. At the time, I had recently picked up an old salon station from a Habitat for Humanity reuse store. If you don't know what those are, I will include information in the description of this video. Check the description area of this video because there's going to be a lot of information as I go through all the different things that I'm showing you. If I've done a video on something before, or if I know the purchasing information for a product that I'm using to store whatever, that information will be in the description of the video. So do check that out before you ask me where I got something or how I did something, because chances are I've already mentioned it. However, go ahead and ask me questions, because if I haven't done it, then I'll let you know. Alright, so let's get started. I recently actually picked up this piece right here and decided to move all my stuff in here instead, as well as in these shelves. Ignore the busted out wall that's right there. This is a new French doors that we just put in, and we haven't done the trim work yet. So let's start with these guys. These are IKEA filing cabinets. They're actually quite inexpensive and really handy for small item storage. I don't remember the name of them, and I know I should know, but I will include the information in the description of this video. In here I have most of my makeup. Let's go ahead and go through it. First set of filing cabinets, top drawer. This is stuff that I haven't really opened yet, haven't done much of anything with yet. Some pigments old pigments that I don't have containers for get shoved in a little box, but that's what most of this stuff is. This is a Veda blush face powder from the summer, a MAC brow set. Any backups that I have, I always have Beguile on hand, at least one or two backups for when I don't have one or can't find one. It's going to be in this drawer. Second drawer down, same thing. I've got MAC pigments right here. I decant my pigments and put them in other containers. Did a video on that. It'll be in the description area of this video. So I take what's left and I just throw it back in the original container, put it in the box, and then I store it. MAC Pro blushes, MAC Pro eyeshadows, any backups that I have, any limited edition shades that I have that I don't like have in a palette or whatever, anything like that, gets thrown there. Then third drawer down, we have skincare stuff. So I have moisturizers, I have primers, I have mixing mediums in here as well, and I also have makeup remover, any cleansers and stuff. I have my Glamcore hygienic little pad thingies here, and even some, which I like, the Pond's cold cream that's been around for the past 500 years. I actually think it's a really good cleanser, especially for dry skin, but if you want to get tough makeup off, that's the way to go. It's like Crisco. Glitter, fourth drawer down. I have some Violet Voss stuff, I have some MAC stuff, I have some Makeup Forever stuff, I have one little Inglot guy right there that I don't really like, and then some adhesives, glitter glue and primers and stuff like that. Then I have two drawers of effects makeup. Now, this some stuff is going to be in the refrigerator just to keep it fresh, but this is sort of like effects color stuff. I have a MAC 12 Well Pro palette, that is so hard for me to say, with MAC's paint sticks de-sticked and put in here. And then I have like a Ben Nye color wheel, I have some teeth, I have some brow wax, I have MAC's cream color bases. The ones that I have are here. Some contouring creams, they're paints by MAC, the acrylic paints, just a variety of other stuff. Blood and gore. Okay, next one, we've got concealer. So what I have here is, I'm going to try not to let this drawer slide out. This palette is MAC Skin Correctors. Then this palette is their full, it's another 12 Well Pro insert. I did it a little better that time, full of their full coverage foundations. I did a video on how I made this because this is made with, I think, 4 different foundations, not the entire 12 that you see here. I kind of custom blended my own. I've got some highlight pens here, some stick concealers, liquid concealers, cream concealers. This is the current concealer that I'm liking the most for liquids. This is Estee Lauder's Double Wear. I like this because it has a little bit of the cush that MAC's Moisture Cover has, which is one of my all-time favorite under-eye concealers, but it has the longwear aspects of MAC's Pro Longwear. So it's kind of like a little mix of the two. That's why I've been liking it so much, specifically for under-eye area. Pressed powders in the next drawer. Next drawer, loose powders. I've got some department store ones in the back here. I've got my Purely Cosmetics Diamond Perfect Finish, which I love. This one overtook my Chanel 4 favorite, like translucent, transparent powder. And then for colors, even though these are technically, I think they say like translucent or whatever on them, these are the Ben Nye luxury powders. I actually really like them. I didn't think I would. I tried them out and then I ended up buying them all. Bronzers, we've got powder bronzers, some liquid bronzers, and cream bronzers. I have my Terra Firma matte gel liquid bronzer, I think, in the other room with some stuff that I was doing. And then the next drawer down, I have liquid illuminators, highlighters, things that can also be used as blushes, and my cream blushes. See this little stack of 3 right here? This is how many cream blushes I own. Because I don't buy cream blush. I've mentioned this before, I use lipstick. Why buy a cream blush when you can just use lipstick? It just makes more sense to me. But I've got my strobe cream down here. I've got the Armani Fluid Sheers here. I've got the Ella Mosca Gleams right there, which I actually do really like. Ella Mosca is incredibly hit or miss for me, but those things I do actually quite like. And then last drawer on this one is, if that was like liquid illuminating with a little bit of blush kind of products, this is the powder version of that drawer. I've got loose ones in the back, including MAC's old beauty powders, which I wish they hadn't have discontinued these loose beauty powders. They were amazing. Mineralized skin finishes, my Hourglass. I got one lone Hourglass powder right here, and my others are in the other room. And then these are the Estee Lauder Pure Color Gelée things that they seem to come out with all the time, but not in the last couple months, so boo. I've got next drawer, and this is how I label them, by the way. You can see eyeshadow, cream, and loose, just with a label maker that I got from an office supply store. So this is cream and loose eyeshadows. You can see the mineral ones are kind of sitting in the back there, and these are all like my creams, like the 24-hour color tattoos by Maybelline, and paint pots, things like that. Next one is pressed eyeshadow singles. So I've got a few Ben Nye ones here, which I kind of like and I kind of don't. I always mean to get more, but I never do. Some of the Max Pro Longwear ones, Estee Lauder's single ones. These are the singles that I haven't depotted because they're the singles that are the cyber color ones, like that Pure Color Gelée texture, and I can't really figure out how to depot those as well, so I haven't done those, though all of my other singles are depotted, and I will show you them in a second. And just some miscellaneous singles. My MAC mineralized eyeshadows are back here, which I have stopped buying because I love them because they're so pretty, but I can't really use them. They don't, the color's not great, they never last that long, and honestly I can't use them on myself because MAC mineralized eye products burn my eyes. I don't know why, just some sort of allergy I have going on. Next drawer is brows, which isn't an exciting drawer, but I've got the MAC gel brow creams that look like they're fluid lines. I've got backups of all of them here, which should probably go in the other drawer, but I just stick them here. And some gel eyeliners and stuff are in here. And then pencil sharpeners and stuff are in there too. I have lashes, including tools, mascara wands, and mascara. My mascara is in the back. This is stuff that I don't like snip the little tip out of, and I don't use on anyone else but me. And then these are the ones that I use on clients. Now, if you're interested, let me know, because it would be kind of fun to go through these drawers sometimes. Maybe not all of them, but a couple of them. Let me know which ones you'd like to know the entire contents of, because these are sort of my favorite and, you know, go-to products that I use. Anything else I would just put in storage, because I have some stuff that is just in boxes in storage. But like this, for example, is, I don't know, like a dozen mascaras, and these are all my favorite mascaras. So I don't mind going through and telling you what those are. It doesn't mean that they're going to work for you, and it doesn't mean that you are going to love them. They're just my favorites, because everybody's different. Everybody works differently. Everybody's body responds differently. That's why I don't just have one favorite, because it's going to work differently on different people. And different tasks for different jobs. Does that make sense? Different products for different needs. I don't know what I'm trying to say. This next drawer is blushes. So I've got a lot of pressed blushes here. I've got some Illamasqua ones that keep falling out of the pan. I'm gonna bitch about Illamasqua through the whole video. No, not really. But maybe. Then some other pressed blushes, some MAC beauty powders and stuff like that in there. And then I have palettes, but also these are my Estee Lauder Pure Color blushes. And these are the ones that I have been using the most lately. And I'm toying with the idea of depotting them. It's like, do I want to? It'd be so handy to have them in a palette, but I like the compacts because they're so heavy, but they are really actually hard to open. All right, now this monster is the thing that I recently picked up from the Habitat for Humanity reuse store. Now this thing cost me all of $30. In this top compartment, I have all my binders that I keep my MAC pigments in. There's a video on that, check the description. And my eyeliner pencils, lip pencils, anything like that. Again, a video on that, check the description. And purchasing information for these I will include, because these are actually just binders for colored pencils, but I use them to, you can keep anything in these. You can keep your mascara in these. You can make a little kit with, you know, eye pencils, lip pencils, mascara, lip gloss, stuff like that. And it makes a great little travel kit. It's actually really handy. I have an Ellis Voss little stack of stuff here that I haven't reviewed yet, but I just leave it out because it looks like sculpture. And this next compartment, these are my face charts. Now, when I say that, I mean not just the face charts that I sell. Those are the ones that I use myself, so those are just mine. I have some brushes out here. This is mostly so that I can remind myself, look at how many brushes that you haven't cleaned, because most of my brushes are dirty and those are the ones that are left. So I really need to clean brushes. Next shelf, I have some makeup books. I'm not a big makeup book fan. I don't really like them. I don't really use them that much, but if I can find old ones, I'll get them, because the old ones are a lot of fun. If I can find something from the 80s, the 90s, especially older, but it's really hard to find, I'll snag those up. One of my favorite books of all time is the old Color Me Beautiful book by Carol Jackson. Now, if you're going to get this, you do have to get the version from the 70s because the pictures in this book are so wonderful. But I'm not going to try and put that back right now, but it's actually a fun book and there's some useful information in there, and believe it or not, some of the stuff actually does work. It's the idea that everybody's a season. And now some people it doesn't work for. I just think it's a fun book. It's a fun, it's like Cosmo's Bedside Astrologer. Who doesn't get that every year? Oh my God. Got some other books here, and then I've got bins of stuff that I'm doing videos on. I have so many of these. So this is all the foundations MAC makes, because I'm going to be doing an updated MAC foundation overview video. I've got all the foundations that Estee Lauder currently makes right here. This one I am so behind on and I really need to do, because some of my favorites are in here. I've got all of Revlon's foundations right here because I thought it would be fun to do a drugstore brand. All of MAC's Prep and Prime products are right here. I think these are just the boxes to the Estee Lauder foundation so that I have all the ingredients, and this is some BB creams that I have with boxes that I'm doing reviews on. And then let's just skip down to this little open space right here where I have, I'll show you this one first. This is also products that I haven't reviewed yet. I've got a Shuomura cleansing oil, some highlighters, some lip glosses, some foundations. I've got a variety of different BB creams and little Korean products, because I did a little sort of Korean cosmetics haul recently and I thought it would be fun to do a haul video, though I don't normally do those. Some BB. This is some stuff too that I use regularly. This one I've used for a while, but I'm starting to do videos on BB creams, so I think it's a thing to do. I also have MAC's Charged Water, and I bought another thing of Fix Plus. I don't really like Fix Plus, but a lot of people mentioned, hey, could you do a video on Fix Plus versus Charged Water after I did the strobe liquid versus strobe cream, so I'm going to be doing that. Look for it. I have a bin of, next to it, these are just inexpensive eyeshadow palettes. I've got some drugstore stuff, Coastal Scents, things like that. In these two drawers, I have my eyeshadow palettes and my lipstick. So I'll show you what these look like. You pull out the top one here, and these are all of my MAC eyeshadows, and some of the MAC limited edition or discontinued eyeshadows get kept here. I've got a little box of miscellaneous eyeshadow palettes. I've got the old Bronze Goddess one. I've got some Youngblood ones. I've got some Tom Ford ones. Dame Edna from MAC, which I keep in the boxes because I think they're really cute. This is that horrible paranormal palette from the summer collection from Illamasqua, which I think was crap, but that's just me. Then I have some Estee Lauder. These are all of their palettes that they have, the little, I call them quints because there's 5 colors in them. And then the duos, which I recently found out, and I was so disappointed that they actually discontinued the duos because they're coming out with trios, but I like these things, so I was kind of bummed about that. Anyway, an Inglot palette back here, Makeup Forever. Not a huge fan of the Makeup Forever shadows. I know a lot of people like them. I have so many different eyeshadows that I feel like it feels a little redundant, but the matte textures are good, but the only one that I use is 92. I have a couple other in that drawer back there where I said I keep some of my, in the little MAC pouches, I keep some ones that I don't use. A lot of them are in there too. And these palettes, I have just had fall apart like crazy bad. So I don't know if I really like those. The Z palettes. I have some stuff in here, some Estee Lauder singles, and these are all my Aveda shadows right here. And that's my eyeshadow palette drawer. I'm starting to like not know what I'm talking about anymore. Lipstick. Okay, so, and lip gloss. These are all my lip glosses. And let's go over here. These are depotted MAC lipsticks. Lip mixes by MAC and OCC lip tars. I don't have too many of these. I need to get the rest of the lip mixes, and I'm the only person on the planet that doesn't like lip tars. I have those, but they're not. That's why I've never done a video on them, because I don't have really anything super nice to say. Now, I like them as cream blushes or liquid blushes. I'll tell you that. They're really, 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 really great for that. So some of the colors, like which one's this, Divine or like Cha Cha, really great liquid blushes. But I'm like the only person that I know that doesn't like them on the lips. I don't think they bleed. I think they hemorrhage no matter how little you use. And the separation is just a problem. But I don't have any of the new ones. I only have the old tipped ones. I don't have any of the ones that have a tip like this. I don't know if they went through a reformulation, and I haven't wanted to buy them because I was actually so disappointed in those. But there, I just did my review. This is lipstick palettes, or palettes of lipstick. I actually took from these the lip colors that I use the most. And I'll do a video on this actually, because I labeled the back, so I know exactly. You can't really see that because there you go. I know exactly what's in all of these. So they're not all, I've got some Armani, some MAC, some Estee Lauder. They're not all MAC, some Wet n Wild even actually, lipsticks. Anyway, there you go. And then this is a big old bucket of lipstick. I like to store my loose lipsticks, ones that I haven't done anything with. They're depotted, in like big tubs or on a shelf where they're just all stuck together, because I like just to reach in and grab something and whoa, there's your lipstick. But yeah, I don't know. I have like the Wet n Wild ones. These I recently bought all of. Those are those the Maybelline, whatever they're called. Are they Vivids? Like Vivid Shine something? I don't know. That's probably another company. I think that's Estee Lauder. But these things I really like, and I was going to do a video on them, but everybody else did, so I haven't. Maybe I should. But I have them all. The permanent ones, anyway. I know they had some, like, limited edition ones. But, and this is a really old Revlon, what is it? The Moon Drops in Ginger Glaze, which is like anciently old. This is from the 90s. I bought like a huge bunch of them. My mom wore this when I was a kid, and they discontinued it a long time ago, but I found like some, like 5 years ago, I found some warehouse. I probably told this story already, where they had, I think like 20 or 30 of these, and I bought them all for her, and I kept one for myself. So now that we've looked at that, let's go over here and take a look here. This is just a little work area. I just have this to protect the finish here, just a little like mat to work on, to assemble face charts on, which I keep everything here. A lot of you know that I do make and sell face charts on thefacechart.com. I've got business cards, I got charts here. In case you did not know, I assemble all these things myself by hand, just so you know. And then the products, glues, adhesives, and stuff like that that I use just get thrown in that bin. And this is a little roll of black paper, just construction paper, I don't know, butcher paper, whatever, because when I'm done with the face charts and I mail them out, I wrap them up, try and wrap them up nice and neat so that they look pretty, and I write a little thank you so that it's kind of personalized or whatever. I don't know, just it's the Virgo in me. I can't like let a detail go. This is one of the reasons why I was really excited about this whole thing that I'm showing you, this new fixture that I got. It's got a built-in secretary's desk. But this desk I was so excited about because the surface is white lacquer, and I shoot all of my product photos on a white background. I used to do black, and I like the way black looks more, but I switched to white and it really irritated me when I did, but it makes taking the photos so much easier. Adjusting the white balance is easier, and the exposure is so much more reliable, so that's why I do it on a white background now, but it still drives me crazy. I like the look of black more. And then this little compartment I have cameras. This holds the camera that I'm using right now. Still camera, video camera, fixative, like this is like charcoal fix and pencil fix. I spray this on my face charts that I make for myself when I'm done with them. This is not Fix Plus, this is alcohol. I need to label that so someone doesn't pick it up and spray it on their face. Label maker, different lenses and chargers and stuff like that. I've got razors and stuff in here, and then stuff to that I used to work with face charts in here. I've got like colored pencils to make brows. And this thing, I should show you just because I have this out. I make a couple of these. This is just painter's tape folded on top of itself, and then an eyebrow shape is cut out. Now you can actually use this as a brow stencil on yourself. I've done it before, but I use this if I want funky eyebrows or big eyebrows or something, or even thin eyebrows you can do on a, that doesn't go there, on a face chart. So there's that. Yeah. So there you have it. That is my makeup collection and storage. Let me go back over to the mirror here. All right, guys, that's about it. I do still have the old salon station. If you didn't see the video that I did last summer on my makeup storage and collection and stuff, check that out. It houses brushes. Like I said, those are there so I remember to clean them, and rags, containers, things like that, cleaners, anything that I don't need to keep here. This works really, really well. This is set up in the space that I work in, that I do like my blogging and video editing from, so it's really handy to have all this stuff right here. The studio, which is back there, is where I keep the salon workstation. That's where I do like my work, I guess. So it's just kind of handy to keep it there. That made probably no sense, but there you go anyway. You'll see it in a couple days, because this is the other thing that I was going to mention. This last weekend I hosted a photo shoot in the studio, so I had to kind of take everything apart and put up the set for that. But I am putting it all back together, and so I thought it would be fun to show you guys how I actually have my video recording set up. So I'm going to be doing that too. So in a couple days, look out for that video, probably very similar style to this, where I'm just holding a camera. But I'm going to show you how I have my lights set up, the background, where I sit, where I stand, and boom mic, camera position, all that stuff, so that you can sort of see how it is that I do my whole setup, because I've done this for like 3 years now, and it's been a lot of trial and error with lighting. I personally really like videos like this, where I don't have to worry so much about lighting, where I can have the light coming from behind me, and I can even show it in the camera, so you get a little bit of lens flare. It's just kind of fun and creative. But when you're doing makeup tutorials or reviews, you really need to make sure that you're checking the white balance. You need to make sure that you're lit well and even, so that people can really see what you're doing. It's one of the more irritating things, because it's very it's like detail specific. Drives me crazy, but that's that. So, okay. look for that in a couple days, and if you have any questions, remember to check the description area of this video because there's going to be a lot of information there. But if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. If you have any suggestions, anything that you'd like to see more of that I showed you here that you don't think there's a video on, let me know. I'll tell you right now, I do try to answer to every question I get, but every suggestion I get, I don't. It doesn't mean that I didn't see it though. A lot of people will say, oh, you should do this, or oh, I'd love to see this. I do write those down and I do try and remember. Feel free to send me a message and remind me. It never bothers me to get a suggestion on something that you guys would like to see. If I get more than one request, that's why I picked up the Fix Plus and the that other spray that I can't remember, the charged water, because I had like 2 or 3 requests when I did my strobe liquid versus MAC strobe cream video to compare Fix Plus and charged water. And so I'm like, okay, I can do that because a lot of people are requesting it. A lot meaning 3. That sounds like a lot to me. That's more than 1. That's it. I should be quiet because this is going to be very long. And yeah. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Until I see you next time, which will be soon, please remember, take care and drive safe.